Well, hi there, folks. This is your host, ID Jester. Welcome to Chase Field in Arizona as we relive and replay the 2015 opening day game between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. On the hill today for the Diamondbacks will be Josh Collmenter. And on the hill today for San Francisco will be, of course, Madison Bumgarner. So we'll look at the lineups as they come up, and let's get going in the game here. So as I mentioned, Josh Collmenter pitching today for Arizona. Nori Aoki is first batter for San Francisco. He was 287 average, 26 RBIs, 5 home runs, 14 stolen bases. Pretty respectable season there. And even though this is the first game of the season, I have played San Francisco in a different game, so that's why they have a 1-0 record there. So let's see how we do here. Collmenter versus Aoki. 1-4. And Aoki gets his bat on the ball, and 62 against a right.
You're out!
He's out of there. All right. Joel Panik, the second baseman, batting second, 312 average, 37 RBIs, 8 home runs, 3 stolen bases. Pitch, wind up. 52 and no strikeout. Joel Panik doesn't strike out very often. 56 hits a single into left field, and San Francisco has their first base runner. All right, so batting third, Inhale Pagan. 262, 37 RBIs, 3 home runs, 12 stolen bases. And Collmenter gets a sign. Lets it rip. 43. Possible wild pitch. 11 is not a wild pitch. 44. That's a blank. And star 6 is going to be a fly to left field.
You're out!
So, second out of the inning. Up now, Buster Posey, the catcher for the Giants. He had 19 home runs, 95 runs batted in, 2 stolen bases, 318 average. Very, very good season. Facing off against the right-handed throwing Collmenter. 53. That is a 1. That is going to be a G4. Ground ball to second innings.
Out!
Over to first, and the side's retired. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. And Madison Bumgarner. Let's check out his stats. He was 18-9 with a 2.93 ERA. 218 innings pitched. Gave up 181 hits. Struck out 234, only walked 37. That is pretty beastly stats there, pretty beastly. Facing off against him will be A.J. Pollock. He is the center fielder. He was a 315, 76 RBIs, 20 home runs, 39 stolen bases. Very nice stats there. A.J. Pollock against Madison Bumgarner. This is going to be a good matchup. And against the righty is going to be a ground ball to Panik at short.
You're out!
For the out. Ender Arcante. He was 303, average, 45 RBIs, 6 home runs, 21 stolen bases. Let's see how he can do against Bumgarner here. 1-4, error to throw possibility. 33. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a single with no error. Gets on for Arizona. No strategy, so no steal. So Paul Goldsmith, 321 average, 110 RBIs, 33 home runs, 21 stolen bases, batting third today. Madison Bumgarner gets the signs, the pitch. 26 is a blank. Goldsmith, 43 against the lefty. Can't round second, but can't make it to third. He'll hold at second. So first and second, 1 out. Well, if Arizona's going to win this game, they got to get to Bumgarner quick and early. So bottom first, 1 out, man on first and second. They have the steal on first and second. Really? Although they do have good base runnings on there. Posey is a very good -1. With 1 out, do they want to try and get somebody in scoring position? Danny Dorn is up. We haven't looked at Danny Dorn. Let's check out Danny Dorn. What is Danny Dorn doing in there? He should not be in there. He's only 167, 3 RBIs. Playing right field. Let's look at who should be playing right field here. Looks like David Peralta should be playing right field there. 462 at bats. We're going to put Peralta in for Dorn there. I think that might have been a little mix up in the starting lineup there for Arizona. All right, so let's look at David Peralta. A little bit better stats here. Yeah, 312 average, 78 RBIs, 17 home runs, 9 stolen bases. Well, Arizona's a gosh darn pretty good stats team. They get some pitching. Wow. Right. So with that, we're just going to let Peralta swing away and ignore the steal here. 45, no strikeouts. 61, ground ball to a third base. McGee hit towards the line. Will the defense try for the force at third or the double play third to first? Will the defense try for the force at third? Yes. So, all right, so ground out, runner on first and second, grounder to third base, roll a D6. We did. 1 and 2 towards the line. If double play or force, it would go 5-3. So, left-handed batter, 5-6 in the hole, double play chance will go second to first. Well, it's not a ground ball double play, so they're gonna get the force out at third. Force out, McGee gets the base for the force out. Just making sure. Again, I wish they would be a little more clear on a couple of these plays. Click ground ball double play on batter's card for double play. Well, it's not a double play. Towards the line if double play or forced. Da, da, da. So I think Incante on second is going to get forced out at third.
Out!
He will advance from first to second. And fielder's choice will put Peralta on first. So no double play. But they got the lead runner. I believe that's how that's done. I'm sure good buddy Higher Ground Gaming will let me know if I did that right or wrong. He usually posts and lets me know. So hopefully I did that right. Tell me I did it right. That would be great. All right, so first and second, 2 outs now. Let's see Aaron Hill. Haven't looked at Aaron Hill yet. 230 average, 39 RBIs, 6 home runs, 7 stolen bases. He's third baseman. Let's see if Bumgarner can get out of the inning. 4-3. That's going to be a Chase Field, as we are in Arizona today. Chase Field result. And it's a 44. That is going to be into left field. 6 is a triple. That's going to clear the bases for Aaron Hill. Triple. 6, yep, that's going to be a triple.
Taking for third! Head first slide!
Hill rips one into left field. Aoki can't track it down. Rolls in the corner. McGee hustles all the way around second. Dives into third head first and slides in just before the tag and gets himself a triple. Oh, Bumgarner here giving up a couple runs. That's unusual. Chris Owings. Let's check out Chris's stats. 227, 43 RBIs, 4 home runs, 16 stolen bases. The threat is not over yet. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. 4-3. Another range play at Chase Field. I'm sorry, it's not a range play. It's just a ballpark effect. 41. 41 is going to be a P2 pop-up. Posey behind the plate. Enough room behind the plate and makes the catch for the third out. But Arizona gets a couple runs in the first inning off of 3 hits. All right, we didn't look at Josh Collmenter. Let's take a look at his stats. He was 4-6 with a save, 3.79 ERA, 121 innings pitched, gave up 129 hits, 63 Ks, 22 base on balls. And he'll be going up against Brandon Belt, Casey McGee, and Brandon Crawford this inning. Brandon Belt, the left-handed first baseman, is a 280 average, 68 RBIs, 18 home runs, 9 stolen bases. Brandon Belt. So we got the lefty-righty matchup. 2-6, no strikeouts. And 31, that's going to be hit into right field. And Brandon Belt is on with the single.
Everybody clap your hands.
Casey McGee. 198 average, 20 RBIs, 2 home runs, 1 stolen base. So kind of a low average there. Third baseman. Let's see what he can do. Ground ball to shortstop, Ahmed. Ahmed over to Owings, and Owings on to Goldsmith. It is a ground ball double play.
Holy cow, what a double play!
Arizona coming to play today. Coming to play against the big boy here, San Francisco. Well, let's look at Brandon Crawford before we do anything. 256, 84 RBIs, 21 home runs, 6 stolen bases. 56, airing a ground ball, possibility. 61, that is going to be a fly ball out into center field. 12 is a double for Brandon Crawford.
And it's a double.
It's a double. 2-out double. That's their third hit of the ball game. Gregor Blanco, 291 average, 26 RBIs, 5 home runs, 13 stolen bases. And 55 against the lefty is no home run chance. And 22 is a single into left. Right field. Now, can he make it from second to home? Do we roll on the first die? Check the results. All right, so the adjusted base running is a 5. So it's not less than 1. It's not higher than 6. So if the die, which is a 2, is less than or equal to the base running, which is a 5, the lead runner advances. If roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's base running, so is it less than or equal to the, yes, it is, the trailing runner advances on the throw. So they try and get Crawford at home, and as Peralta whips it in, Gregory Blanco is going to take off from first to second. So he is going to score, and Blanco goes to second on the throw. I'm pretty sure that's how that's done again. Higher Ground Gaming will let me know if I mess that up, but I'm getting pretty good at those now. They're a little bit tricky, but because you'd think, you're clicking on the S9, which is like, oh, it's a single, or oh, it's a double, or whatever, but then they can actually make it from a single into a double, or from a double into a triple, based upon the throw and all the dice rolls. So, anywho, no home run for Blanco off the card, but he did end up getting himself a double and an RBI, and San Francisco's on the board here. Two outs, and Bumgarner.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Strikes out. All right, probably the player with the best name in this game, Tuffy Goosewitch. Tuffy Goosewitch. He's a 211 average, 13 RBIs, only 1 home run, and 2 stolen bases. So Tuffy's up against Bumgarner here. 1-3, and no strikeout. Tuffy is hanging in there. Oh, he got himself into right field there, and a 4 is a single. Nick Ahmed, 226, 34 RBIs, 9 home runs, 4 stolen bases. So it shows sacrifice, but he does have a really good bunt. With nobody out, do we sacrifice? Tuffy's only got a base running of 2, 13 stolen bases. 226 average. I'm not going to sacrifice. I don't think that's a good call. 22 against the righty is going to be a blank. 44, that's going to be a single past McGee at third base. And Tuffy was a little slow. Good thing we didn't try anything crazy, but Nope, couldn't quite make it first to third. But Nick comes in and gets himself a hit. No outs, first and second. I will sacrifice with Josh here. So we'll try a sacrifice and see what comes up. Nobody out, pitcher up. First and second. So let's roll it, see what happens. 1, 2. All right, so successful sacrifice bunt. 1 to 12 is a good bunt. So we rolled a 2. It's hit back to the pitcher. Bunt rate is a 3, so good bunt on a 1 to 12. We rolled a 1, so it is a good sacrifice. So Tuffy goes to third. Oh, quick. Okay, all right. Quick bunt.
Ow!
There we go. Oh, it does it all for us. There we go. Good. We could have manually done it, but that's okay. All right, so 1 out. Man on third, man on second, and top of the lineup, A.J. Pollock, 0 for 1 today against Madison Bumgarner. 1-2, and Bumgarner.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
With a strikeout. Ender Arcante, 1 for 1 today. RBI situation. Bumgarner with the sign. The pitch. And no walk. 62. That's going to be a ground ball to Crawford. Crawford over to first.
Have you picked your
out.
designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink
really
responsibly.
Had a chance there to tack on a few runs, and they really could use runs. All right, top of the lineup, Aoki, 0 for 1 today. 25. 25. That's going to be a ground ball.
You're out.
Right over to Goldsmith, who takes a couple steps to his left and tags the bag for the out. Joe Panic, 1 for 1 today. 64. That is not a hit by pitch. 23 is a ground ball to Ahmed. Throws it over to Goldsmith. 2 outs. Top of the third inning. And we have a possible error on the throw. 23. That's going to be a single past Goldsmith. Goldsmith only has a 2 error. That is a 3, so no error. But it is a single. All right. Buster Posey, 0 for 1 today. No strategy there. Collmenter against the righty and walks.
And that wasn't close.
And all of a sudden, San Francisco with 2 outs has got man on first and second for Brandon Belt, who's 1 for 1 today. 21. That is going to be another walk. And the base
And that wasn't close.
So Arizona, great opportunity in the bottom of the second, and now in the top of the third. The manager comes out, has a quick talk with Collmenter, tries to settle him down. Casey McGee 0 for 1 today. Just put it in there. First pitch, strike. Second pitch, it's on the way. It's 65. That is going to be, could have been a strikeout, but nope. Casey McGahee. 1-2, flies out to left field.
You're out.
And Peralta makes a nice play and ends the inning. After 2.5, still 2-1. Arizona's on the teetering on the brink here. I should mention, notice I do have the player photos and some logos in there for us to enjoy. So hopefully you're enjoying this. All right, Madison Bumgarner up against Paul Goldsmith, who's 1 for 1 today. Scored a run. 45 and 26. He doubles it.
And it's a double.
And Goldsmith's 2 for 2 today. All right, David Peralta, who wasn't in the starting lineup. I guess he couldn't find the stadium for opening day. All the traffic out there. Took him a while to get to the stadium, so he wasn't on the official scorecard that they turned into the umpires. But once he arrived, they were able to make the change at right field there. All right, so man on second, nobody out, no strategy. Goldsmith waiting for Peralta, 2-3, and no walk. 35. That's going to be a fly ball to left field.
Ow!
Fly ball to left, and Goldsmith will stay where he's at. 1 out. Aaron Hill, 1 for 1 with a triple and 2 RBIs today. 66 against a righty is a nothing. 33 is a fly to right field.
Out!
And Goldsmith cannot advance. Not deep enough. It's quickly 2 outs here. Bumgarner's kind of buckling down here. Chris Owings 0 for 1 today. 3-5. It's going to be a range play. So let's look at our ranges here for San Francisco. So they have below average. They have Bumgarner, McGahee, and Pagan. They have average Aoki and Blanco and Panic. And then they have excellent at first base, Bilt and Crawford, and above average behind the plate, Posey. So all in all, besides McGahee, they got a pretty decent range. Let's see where it's hit. That's going to be to Blanco out in right field, 61.
Lift in the air to shallow right. He's coming on.
And in this case, he cannot reach it over his head. He took a bad line to it, failed.
That is over his head, and that is out to the fence.
For Aaron Hill, who's now had a triple and a double, crushed that one over Blanco's head, and Goldsmith scores. So another run batted in, and still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And you notice here Bumgarner's already reached his effectiveness level, has reached 0. So in a normal game situation, he would have 12 more batters out before. So you can tell Madison Bumgarner is not having the best game of his career today here. 1-5 against the righty. That's going to be a fly ball. Center field.
Out!
And they get out of it, only giving up another 1 run, though, on 2 hits. Goldsmith scoring for the 2nd time today. Getting hit in once again by Aaron Hill. And after 3 innings, 3-1 Arizona. All right, Collmenter comes back out. Brandon Crawford 1 for 1 with a double, scored a run. 36. That is going to be a blank against the lefty. And a 51 is going to be a ground ball. Goldsmith
Out!
plays it just fine for the out. Gregory Blanco 1 for 1 with an RBI. 44. Another lefty. 31. And that's going to be
Out!
ground ball to short. I'm sorry, to second base. Madison Bumgarner 0 for 1 with the strikeouts. 2 outs. They thought about pulling him for a second, but 51. That's a ground ball to Ahmed, who
You're out!
whips it over to Goldsmith for the last out. Bottom of 4th inning. Bumgarner's going to try and come out for at least another inning here. 45. And that is a strikeout that time. Nick Ahmed.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
All right, Josh Collmenter. Guess we'll let him bat. 55 and.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
So Bumgarner with his third strikeout, second in a row, facing A.J. Pollock, 0 for 2 with a strikeout, 61. That's going to be, is it high enough? Is it long enough?
Swing and a long drive. This ball is out of here.
It's out of here. And A.J. Pollock connects for his first home run of the season. And Arizona extends their lead 4-1. Let's look at AJ center field. Let's take a look at his card if we can. Can we look at your card, buddy? Your stats? No? All right. I don't want to mess anything up, so I'll. Always when I get in that interface, it's always like, it's going to do something crazy and fall apart on me and crash the game, and then I'm going to lose everything, and I'll be mad. All right, Edner and Conte, 1 for 2 today. Bumgarner gives up the home run to A.J. Pollock, 3-1. And no strikeout even with the K+. Interesting. 1-2. That's going to be a ground ball to Owings.
Out.
And that will be the third out. So top of 5. 4-1 Arizona. Can they hold off these powerhouse San Francisco Giants? Aoki 0 for 2. Top of the lineup. 54. 25. That's going to be a ground ball to Goldsmith.
Out.
Another play by the first baseman. He might earn himself a Gold Glove this year if he keeps this up. Joe Panic 1 for 2 today. 31. Uh-oh. Is it? Is it? No, it is not a home run. Joe Panic. 41. Nope. Fly ball. Left field to the warning track. Back, and caught at the warning track.
You're out.
All right. Engel Pagan, 1 for 2 today. 42 and 21. That's going to be a fly ball to Conte.
You're out.
All right. So we're at bottom of 5th inning. Bumgarner's going to try and stick it out here. 44. Uh-oh. So the 11 is within the 1 to 13 range. Uh-oh. 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 It doesn't look good for Madison Bumgarner. 3-2 pitch. Hanging curveball. Goldsmith gets it. Going. It's back. It's going. It's going.
Long drive. Watch this, baby. Way out of here. Tremendous home run.
It's a home run, and Arizona takes a 5-1 lead against Bumgarner. And that's it. The manager's seen enough, and not many times in Bumgarner's career will you ever see manager come out and relieve Bumgarner. So they got a lefty and then 5 righties. So they're going to bring in Yusemo Pettit. Yusemo, we don't have a pitcher for him. Wasn't expecting to bring him in, but Yusemo Pettit, I could pause it and add his photograph, but I always hit the wrong button, and then I'll stop the recording, and then I'll be mad. But we'll see if we can get Yusemo's photograph. So hang on a second. All right, we should have his image now, and I think it has to actually run a play before it look for his pitcher. We shall see. So anyways, your Yusamuro Pettit coming in for San Francisco here, replacing Bumgarner here in the 5th inning. Bumgarner throws his glove on the bench, takes a bat, and hits the water cooler a couple times. He is not happy with his outing. All right, Peralta 0 for 2, 1 run today. Who would have thought starting Madison Bumgarner today would have given up 5 runs, 2 of them home runs. But your Samuro Pettit comes in and strikes out Peralta.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
There's your Yasamuro Pettit. Looks like his photograph's there now. Good for us. All right, Aaron Hill, probably MVP of the game so far, is 1 for 2. I thought he had a double in there as well. Maybe that wasn't Aaron Hill that had the double. Sorry. Anywho, let's see what happens. 1-3 and no strikeout. 36 against the righty is going to grow you a ground ball to Crawford.
You're out.
Crawford whips it to Bell, beats the runner down the line with the throw, and 2 outs. Chris Owings 1 for 2 with the double. It must have been Owings that hit the double. I thought it was Aaron, but it was Chris Owings. Also scored a run, 44. This is a range play. We have looked at San Francisco. We have not looked at Arizona's range yet today. 54. That's going to be a pop-up to first base. And
Popped up.
makes the play. Of course, he's got great range. Awesome.
That is a really good play.
So 1 run on 1 hit. Big Paul Goldschmidt shot. And going in the 6th inning, 5-1 Arizona. Josh Collmenter having the pitching game of his career here against San Francisco on opening day. No strikeout. 1-2. It's a ground ball to Ahmed. Ahmed over to Goldsmith for the first out. Brandon Belt 1 for 1 with a walk. 31. No home run. 51. And this is going to be a single past Hill. All right, Casey McGahee 0 for 2 today. 31. Another home run chance. That's the second one in Collmenter's card. Neither one of them actually ended up being a home run. 42. That's a ground ball to Ahmed. Ahmed over to Owings. Owings relayed to Goldsmith.
Double play
to end the inning. And Arizona coming to play today. Wow. Second time double play on a great turn there. All right. Tuffy Guswich 1 for 2 today. Let's see what we can do against Pettit. 4-6. That's going to be a nothing. 1-5. It's going to be fly ball to right.
Out.
Blanco makes the catch. Nick Ahmed. 1 for 2 with a strikeout. 53. And the ground ball to Panic.
Out.
Bottom of 6, so we'll be in the 7th inning. Yep, I think Collmenter's done for the day. So they're going to pull Collmenter. They're going to bring in, let's see here. Gonna bring in Jake Lamb. Jake Lamb. Oh, we don't have a pitcher for Jake Lamb. Hang on a second. All right. I don't know. What if we like view the box score and nope. What about the stats? All right. So is that doesn't look like we're not gonna get to see him, I guess. Oh well. Well, Jake Lamb, he's in the system. Maybe next time he plays, maybe we'll see him. So pitch 63 against the lefties, nothing. Good thing we brought in a lefty. That would have been a strikeout. More than likely it would have been. And
You're out!
to Pettick. All right, so let's see. San Francisco's got 2 lefties and then a righty, which is the pitcher, and then 2 more lefties. So probably looking at they don't have very many lefties that go very long. Keith Hessler, Matt Reynolds. All right, we're going to try Matt Reynolds there. Matt Reynolds comes in, relieving Collmenter. Did an awesome job for Arizona today. Kept the high-flying, power-hitting team of San Francisco to 1 run in 6 innings. Not a bad job. All right, Matt Reynolds facing off against Brandon Crawford. 53, we have a ballpark effect. Brandon Crawford, 31. He's hit it to Goldsmith with another ground ball play. I think that's 4 for ground ball plays for Goldsmith. Nice job. All right, Gregory Blanco 1 for 2 with an RBI today. The only RBI. 1-3. And
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
all right, Pettit, they're going to have to pinch hit for him. Let's see here. Matt Duffy, who's lefties pitching? So they're going to bring in Matt Duffy, third baseman. Matt Duffy comes in. 53. That's going to be another Chase Field result. That's going to be a double.
He rocks one to right center field. That'll shoot the gap and go to the wall. And one hops the wall.
Matt Reynolds is already tired, but we've got 2 lefties coming up, so he's definitely staying in for a little while, even though he is tired. Aoki 0 for 3 today. We have no strategy at this point. 46. That's going to be a walk.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
First and second, 2 outs. Matt Reynolds, Joe Panic, second baseman. Even though it's lefty-lefty, I think they're going to leave Joe in to face off against Matt Reynolds. 44. That is going to score a run. First to third. Matt Duffy comes around to score. First and second, and Matt Reynolds is gone. Switchy, a righty, a lefty, a righty. They're going to bring in Randall Delgado. Randall Delgado. All right, Randall. Pagan's 1 for 3 today, and all of a sudden it's 5-2. Man on first and second. The tying run is at the plate, just like that. 64. Okay. Whew. No home run, especially against lefties. Good choice. Bringing him in. 45. That is going to be a ground ball to Goldsmith. Do, 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 do. Think we're going to bring in Corey Guerin. Corey Guerin's coming in the game. What? What am I doing checking? I would like to replace him with a pitcher. Yes. Pitcher. Okay, please don't crash. Whatever you do, don't crash. All right. So Corey Guerin's coming in facing A.J. Pollock, who is 1 for 3 today with a home run, a strikeout, a run, RBI, all kinds of things on his scorecard. 56. That's going to be, even with the plus adds 10 to whatever their stat is. So even with that, it's not a strikeout. So A.J. Pollock fouls off a few balls, finally gets one he can hit. Gets himself a base. They actually say steal here. 5-2. Nobody out. Let's do it. And on the 2-1 count, A.J. Pollock takes off and slides in at first, beats the throw. He's into second with a stolen base. All right, Corey Guerin steps back in. We have Ender Arcante, 1 for 3 today. 21. Uh-oh, that's not looking good.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Struck him out. Paul Goldsmith, who is 3 for 3 today with a double, a home run, 3 runs batted in, or 3 runs and an RBI. Not a bad day of work for Paul Goldsmith. Do we want to? Well, if you bring in a lefty, he would crush the lefty just like he did Bumgarner earlier. Not that he can't crush a right-hander with the 17 there. We'll take our chances and see what happens. 61 and struck him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
2 outs. Still man on second. Oh, they want to steal third? Up 5-2 with David Peralta on. Stealing third base against Posey. Maybe they can catch him napping. Do it. They do it.
Safe.
All right. That's 2 bases A.J. Pollock has stolen there. Corey Guerin is too big of a windup in his delivery to the plate, and AJ is timing his jumps perfectly. All right, man on third now for Peralta, but 2 outs. Need a base hit here, a wild pitch. 1-5. Uh-oh, no strikeout, just barely. Peralta, 63 lines, 2 balls. Outs. Okay. Randall Delgado against Buster Posey. 5-2, top of 8. 43 against the righty. Uh-oh. No home run. Shoo. Could have been. 62. Instead,
You're out.
he gets a ground ball to Hill for the first out. Brandon Belt, first baseman. 2 for 2 with a walk today. And you know what? The manager's making a pitching call here. He's going to bring in a lefty to face Brandon Belt because there's a lefty, then a righty, and then a couple more lefties. So they're going to bring in Andrew Chaffin Back to the game. Andrew Chaffin, the lefty. Then he's got to get through Casey McGee and Brandon Crawford. And then on to the ninth, hopefully, is the game plan here. And almost started off with a bang. Ground ball to Owings.
Out!
Over to Goldsmith, 2 outs. And Arizona has played extremely good defense today. Extremely good. In fact, if we look at their defense, we have not done that yet. They have average Peralta, Owings, and Goswitch are all, and Chafin, the pitcher, all average. Above average, Encante, Goldsmith, and excellent Ahmed and Pollock. And the only weak link is Hill at third base. So, do they want to replace Hill? Maybe in the ninth inning we'll think about that. Looks like, actually, he looks like he's hitting first coming up. So that might be a good time to take him out. All right, so Chafin in against Casey McGahee. 0 for 3 today, McGahee is. 65. Uh-oh, range play. We just talked about the ranges, too. That's a how many times that works out is funny. Oh, my gosh. All right, let's find out. 1-4. That's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher, Chafin.
There's a chopper.
Let that ball get by him.
Everybody clap your hands.
All right, well, man on first. Brandon Crawford, 1 for 3 with a double and a run. All right, Chafin stays in. 32, and walked him.
Walk me. Good base on balls.
Now he's got to face Gregory Blanco. 1 for 3 with a strikeout and an RBI. Do they want to bring in a righty for him? He lets home runs against righties. He walks more against righties, though. And he strikes out more against lefties. I think we're going to see if Chafin can get one more out. 1-6. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And that's a big out. All right, so it is Aaron Hill up first. So we're actually going to look at replacing the third baseman. Looks like, we don't have much choice. Looks like everybody that plays second is pretty much in the game. We have one, but his is a defensive 2 as well. So I guess Aaron's going to stay in the game. He played in 116 games, had 313 at-bats, so pretty respectable. Nothing wrong with Aaron. I was just trying to see if we could find somebody with a little bit more range, but that's okay. We'll, San Francisco manager is going to be making the pull, though. Pitcher's name here. They're going to bring in, looks like a lefty here. They're going to bring in Xavier. No, not Xavier. They're going to bring in Jeremy. Nope, they're going to bring in Josh Oshich. Josh Oshich is coming in to pitch, the lefty, facing off against Aaron Hill, Chris Owings, and Tuffy Goosewich. Let's see if it plays off for San Francisco here. Bottom of the 8, 31. Almost with the strike. Almost. 35 is going to be a fly ball to center, though.
Ow!
All right, Chris Owings, 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. 36. Wild pitch. Nothing. 46. Error and a throw possibility. 46. That's going to be a double. into left field. Aoki, no error. He actually has a 0 error rating. So even though a 1 was rolled there, throwing only actionable if rolling. Oh, it's so there'd be no throwing error. But he hit a double though, so I guess no error.
And it's a double.
All right, that's a double. Tuffy, 1 for 3 today. Do they want to pull Tuffy? Do they want to pull Tuffy? Probably not. Let's leave Tuffy in. 44. It's going to be a ground ball to short. Crawford, 1. Runner advances on balls hit to first base. No. Runner advances on balls hit to shortstop or pitcher. If base running of runner beats the D6, which it does, so Chris Owings off to third and out. So 2 outs, bottom of 8. Nick Ahmed, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. And a 1-3, no strikeout. 23. That's going to be a ground ball to Crawford.
Ow!
All right.
Remember to get your copy of the souvenir program.
Well, Chafin's being pulled. Yes, sorry, keep doing that. Chafin's being pulled. They're going to remove Brad Zengler. Brad Zengler, the reliever, and obviously Oshi's going to be pulled. Do we have a lefty? Do have some lefties here. Mostly righties that have got, let's see, 21 games, 14 games, 16 games, 5 games. So lots of backup players. You don't obviously have this many when you play a normal 25-man roster. I wish it would have that ability to have just a 25-man roster. Right now, we have like a 40-man roster with all these extra players in here. It gives you way too many choices, especially at the beginning of the season. So, like these call-up players would only come up if they needed to replace somebody that for an injury. So I'm just going to assume that like Justin Maxwell would probably have been there because he's played 100 games, So we're going to give Justin Maxwell a crack at it. 1-2. Uh-oh.
Walkney, good base on balls.
All right. Aoki, 0 for 3. He is the lefty-righty matchup. 33. Oh, that'll be it for him. That's a ground ball to Hill. Hill over to Owings. Owings to Goldsmith. Another.
Holy cow, what a double play!
What a double play. What a double play. And they needed the 1 there because it was only a ground ball double play of 1 or 2. So luckily, Arizona's had all the breaks this game. Down to the last out. Joe Panic. .22. Joe Panic. 34. And he pops this one up high. And caught by shortstop for the out. 5-2 San Francisco wins. let's save the game statistics first. There we go. Awful day for Bumgarner, and his team pretty much fed off of his lack of expertise today. They couldn't get much done in Arizona. Here's if you want to look at the results as we scroll through it. You can put it on pause, check it out. Very good day for Arizona. They had everything kind of, and that's what you need if you're a kind of, I don't want to say anything against Arizona, but kind of a middle tier organization going up against one of the higher tier. You need to have everybody playing a good game. Every time there was a roll chance, it seemed like Arizona made their chances every single time. Double play, double play, double plays. I think there was 3 or 4 double plays. They had some range plays that they made, so everything went their way. And when that happens, and your other team thinks, their pitcher doesn't have a good day, you can see what happens. 5-2. Bumgarner giving up 2 home runs. And what was his ERA? Where is their game stats? Bumgarner gave up 4 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 2 home runs, 11.25 ERA for Bumgarner. Not Madison Bumgarner we're used to, but I'm sure he'll bounce back in the next game. Maybe they'll start getting some of the roles. So great game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.